EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Las Vegas, Nevada. Today, boy, what a matchup. Two NFL franchises with so much history, so much tradition, getting set to do battle here. As it'll be the New York Giants taking on the Las Vegas Raiders. And we are underway here in Las Vegas. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. His throw complete right side to the tight end Parham. The game's first play produces 6 yards. Brings up 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 6.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. 2nd down and 4. In motion, Slayton. Here's Pacheco on the read option. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Giants 1st down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the 1st. From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. You look at this Raiders defense. This crew against the pass, issues at times. Ranked number 24, Charles, in the NFL.
And it's really difficult to prepare for this team. This is a #1 overall passing team in the NFL. But it shouldn't be hard to get excited about playing against them. The ultimate test going against that unit.
And that's why you and I are excited to broadcast this game.
Yes, sir. It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And down he goes. Brought down. Raiders sack. B.J. Ojulari in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. Back deep, the dangerous Tyler Lockett. And the punt will kick out of bounds, and it'll be spotted inside the 30-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. Miles Sanders, first carry of the game. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
He's brought down at the 31.
This defense for the Giants, they were very good a week ago in that win over Minnesota.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and try to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
From the gun on 3rd down, Smith. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
And look at this, it's a fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. And the Giants are going to take over in great field position. On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. First down for the Giants as they pick up 12.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. He'll drop to throw. This is intercepted. Picked off by Leo Chanel. And the Raiders are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line.
And that felt like a little extra pressure on that 3rd down attempt, and their mistake cost them points because they're inside the red zone. So you know you've got at least a field goal waiting for you. And in this case, they end up with nothing.
After the interception, here's Smith. On the slant, he's got Sanders. And he's going to get this from the 6 out to the 12. A pickup of 6 as they double their workspace. Here now, 2nd and 4. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but the bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
And he's going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's good for a Las Vegas first down.
They'll fake it. Now Smith. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. Now Gino. And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
I ain't going to scan downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Gino now to throw. And that's incomplete.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they're going to have to give up the football again after this one.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 18-yard line. 62 yards on the punt that time. Wow. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out. There he goes, left side. How about this? And he's got it all the way down to the 12-yard line. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down. It's certainly a quarterback who has the arm. He also has the legs, Charles.
And haven't we seen over time these quarterbacks just get more and more athletic as they go along? We're not just talking about guys who can throw the football and stay in the pocket, but when they run, they hurt a defense.
And he hurt the defense right there. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that'll make it 2nd down.
Pick up the 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 6-yard line.
They'll look to throw here. And it is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. Danny Gray, his first touchdown on the year. And the Giants are on the board first here in Vegas.
The kick is good.
Extra point try good by Gano. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Graham Gano to kick off for New York.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. The partner just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season. The playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early, but there's that special one there. I say they go get him.
2 yards to go, second down.
At the Giants' 45-yard line.
Up the middle they go with Sanders. Yeah, good work there in open space. He's got this all the way down now to the 32.
15 yards on the play. And the Raiders
off of play action. Here's Smith. And the Giant rush gets home as down he goes. Dexter Lawrence able to bust free and get to the quarterback.
Brings up second and 20 at the 42-yard line.
To throw is Smith. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Raiders on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be third and a mile. Smith. Working downfield. He's got Thornton. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 22-yard line. A real letdown defensively. That was third and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10. Now a play fake, and it's Smith. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And the Giants are going to have it here at their own 15.
First and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just got good ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
Under pressure, and down he goes. B.J. Ojulari. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half.
And it's third down. Third and 10.
Here's third and 10. In motion, Slayton. On third down, he'll drop to throw. And that will be incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get them the football, but you're exactly...
Now they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off.
The Raiders take over.
They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. And now the football's going to go over, already being placed at the 15-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's first and 10. And he is caught at the 7-yard line. And the Raiders Raiders are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
But they've certainly not shied away from throwing the football as they've leaned on their quarterback to start this game. 4 straight passes right out.
And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Raiders are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
The kicker on
extra point attempt to come here. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6.
That kind of run on 1st down, that's a winning type of a run. That just sets things up for them moving forward as they begin the drive.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. Now this time he'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45.
The 2nd down pass. Intercepted. The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Throwing now is Gino. Hyatt has got it. And a crossover out of bounds right at the 25.
It's a gain of 18. That's good for a Las Vegas 1st down.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he's brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
At the 22-yard line.
From the 22 now, here's the 2nd and 8. A shotgun snap for Smith. That ball nearly intercepted. The rookie had his hands on it, but couldn't pull it in.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a 2nd half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
It's 4th down.
And contact defensively. And that might make things 5 yards easier. So now it's 4th and short.
So after the penalty, that means there's a decision to be made. Do you still line up in field goal formation? Or maybe you think about running your offense back out on the field.
They snap it to Smith. Down inside the 10. And the Raiders are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And a Raider 1st down. 1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
Throwing again is Smith. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Dante Thornton, his 25th touchdown, tying him at Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the Raiders have taken the lead.
Makes the score Raiders.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 14-7. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And got his man complete. And he steps out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. This caught left side by the tight end Parham. And only able to get two here. Stopped at the 30.
It's a pickup of 3.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. Four yards there on the keeper, but still going to bring up a third down. We've hit the 2-minute mark in the second quarter, 14-7. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth. They'll try the field goal now with Graham Gano. This from 44 yards out, left hash. And the 38-year-old vet able to split the uprights. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well. So that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field is still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. They'll run with Sanders up the middle. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And he'll take this all the way down to the 15-yard line. 85 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. Terrific run from one of the fastest backs in the game today. A guy who keeps defensive coordinators up at night, no doubt.
Remember when we were meeting with the D coordinator before the game and all he talked about was run fits, making sure our guys were in the right place so there were no creases?
They missed their fits, didn't they?
Yeah, there was no fit there. The only fit was at the end when he threw his headset down after that big run.
Ball sits on the 10, 2nd and 5. 4 yards there on the keeper, but still going to bring up a third down. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. On third down, they're fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And who's got it? The defense does. They recover it in the end zone. That'll be a touchback, and the scoring opportunity turned away. He was trying to do anything he could to get that final little bit for the first down. Instead, he lost the ball.
Yeah, and he was short of the first down, but not by much. Trying his best, as you noted, to get there. Sometimes that extra effort can cost you.
And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. As the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Back to throw now on 1st down.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. They give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain.
Here's 3rd and a few inches.
They're going to look to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. This is caught inside the 15. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown.
Giants.
Donald Parham in the final seconds of the first half. And the Giants have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half.
For the extra point.
Gano the extra point. And it's now 17-14.
17. Raiders 14. Graham Gano to kick
4
off
seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And with only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just one snap of the football.
The final shot here before break. Smith. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
A field goal the difference. 17-14 is the score. Back underway here now in this 3rd quarter.
And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Play action. It's Smith. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there.
Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
At the 26-yard line.
Sanders here as they run out of the gun.
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line.
99 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Brings up 3rd down.
Out of the gun, Smith.
Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception.
And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown. Gano now to add the extra point. And oh, it's blocked. That's a line ball scooped up by the offense. But he will not be able to bring this one back, and the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
I remember when they changed the rule, and there's a lot of consternation, especially coming from the kickers. Okay, how's this going to affect things, having to kick a longer one now, much more of a field goal attempt. And the defensive guys saw it as an opportunity to get more block.
That's exactly right. There's more effort now. Before, when it was snapped down near the goal line, you would basically see guys just stand there.
Yeah, not anymore. Now, those guys are going after it because not only can they knock it away and change a little bit of momentum,
they can get 2 points.
They can pick it up and take it back for 2 points.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And not the first time that they're coming back out off of a turnover, but the last one really hurt Charles with that pick six.
And it feels like the whole team's infected right now, doesn't it? It's not just been one person. It's kind of been a group effort where the mistakes have happened. Can they put that aside, kind of start over, and put together a nice drive?
On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Completes this one to Thornton. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line.
10 more yards.
They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Now Smith. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Dante Thornton, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Raiders have cut it back within a score. The point after, right down the middle. And the lead is down to 2.
23. Raiders 21.
Still just a 2-score game in the 3rd quarter, but they're going to go onside kick here anyway. And this is going to be covered up by the Giants. I know they're down, but starting the 3rd quarter there with the onside kick, what'd you think?
Well, I think that they're looking at it as we may not have as many possessions in this game as we want. There may be that sense and that feel that they've got to go ahead and make something happen, steal a possession, try and steal some points, and get themselves right back in a position to try and win the game.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they can actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Here's 2nd and 8. That's caught left side by Neighbors. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. A throw right side caught by Neighbors. And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. Field goal would have been a decent length at 55 yards. They keep the kicking unit on the sideline. They're going for it. Of course, that flag accepted, and it backs the ball up 5 yards. Here's Jamie Gillen now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like.
18-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. First carry of the game from Zamir White. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Multiple players getting home for the 1-yard sack. And for the defense, their 3rd sack of the game.
That number tells you that they're starting to put it together with their defensive game plan. They're starting to feel pretty good about what the offense is doing, bringing the pressure at the right time, and putting the quarterback on the ground.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
It's a gain.
That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
Geno now to throw. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they throw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
And the Raiders first down.
From the 50, it's Smith. He's going to loft one deep left side here.
Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. It's a big play there for Vegas. 49 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal.
White is not going to get in here as they push him back to the 2-yard line.
That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, he's been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
Another shot here from the 2 as they come up on 3rd and goal. Now Geno. Oh, it's out. Smith lost it. And the Giants have it. He's got daylight. And this is taken into the end zone. A fumble recovery and a Giants touchdown. Gano for the extra point. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. Now with that, they could elect to take the ball at the 1 if they want it.
Yeah, exactly right. They have options here. If they decide now to go for 2 after the penalty, the ball doesn't go to the 2-yard line as normal. They get the penalty, so that's half the distance. You put it at the 1. But they decided they wanted to kick. They would just move the ball from the 15 to the 10, and they would kick it there.
And he finds his way into the end zone as the lead moves to 10. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
And that one going to hop into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 20.
Take over 1st and 10.
Looking to put a drive together. Smith.
Incomplete to Trey Tucker.
And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line.
It's a gain of 14 yards. And the Raider first down. 1st and 10.
Throwing is Smith.
4-yard line.
And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. It's Raider football here, but they're on the short side of the scoreboard right now as we begin the 4th. Smith, an incomplete pass on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Well, the great coach said football is a really simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush one, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And a quick throw here that's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and 13. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. So out of the field now, Graham Gano in a big spot. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. Gano's kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So that, maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the fourth.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist. But time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that, and a big loss here as he's taken down. Dexter Lawrence able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Jay Thornton, 63 yards. And the Raiders have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Extra point right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a one-score, 6-point game. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Good push from your offensive line, and they've done well so far to build this lead. Now, they've got to get things to the finish line. And that's a solid pickup there to begin the drive.
Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5. And they'll send the tight end in motion left. 2nd and 5. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. The Giants on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This time it's 3rd and 3. They'll try for the first with Pacheco. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Give him 3 yards there on the first down pickup.
And the Giants first down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Back to throw here. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
Now back to throw. And the Raiders have got him. B.J. Ojulari getting him once again, his third sack of the afternoon. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. He'll look to throw. And he is caught. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 36. That's a 3rd down conversion to 24 yards there. Nice play. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 36. Quickly into the hands of Neighbors off the RPO. Down the sideline he goes. And he will take it all in for a Giant touchdown. Malik Neighbors, 36 yards. And the Giants are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this 4th quarter advantage. That's caught. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst, and if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
That's good for a Las Vegas 1st down.
Throwing now is Geno. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And the Giants are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. Good starting field position for the New York Giants here as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. They'll start the drive here with Pacheco. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. 44 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
1st down, New York.
Again, it's Pacheco. Pretty nice, aggressive run there before being brought down just inside of the 30. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Well, a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
He's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. They'll look to throw here. Nowhere to turn here. He's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. Gano's kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3. But clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off. But they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Smith. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Oh, they try a lateral on the return, and now the ball's loose. And I think they are going to get this one back. Well, that would have been something, double turnovers, but instead they'll keep the possession on the INT.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Now a timeout called for by the offense, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Look at this, a tight end carry. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. A give right side for Pacheco. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Touchdown, Giants! Malik Neighbors with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Giants are closing in on a 9th victory on the year as they extend their lead. Extra point try good by Gano. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And we will not have a run back here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 20-yard line. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Out of the gun, Smith. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. Throw left side complete. That's Tucker. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Pass it to Hyatt on the out route. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Smith now to throw. Open man is Tucker. Got the defense on their heels. 2 first downs in a row, and now a pickup of 8.
2nd and 2 at the Giants' 43-yard line.
Again, Smith. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. Here comes 3rd and about a foot. Now it's Smith. He'll try to pick it up himself. Pass to the sideline and put it in. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Gino now to throw. Look at the big fella go. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown.
Touchdown, Raiders.
Michael Mayer, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Raiders have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he's going to get in for the score. And the lead now cut to 14. And with a successful 2-point try, the QB rolling out, I would imagine on the defense that makes it tough. When he goes out, he's got the option to run or pass.
Yeah, it really does. If you decide not to bring extra people or extra pressure, maybe you have to have a spy on the quarterback, someone to account for him, because oftentimes that is the unaccounted for player.
Winston goes ahead, takes the knee, and that should be all she wrote.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but, boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Giants,
They